the Acura TLX, a luxury sedan that's been a cornerstone of Honda's premium brand for nearly 3 decades, is officially dead, and it's taking the entire sedan segment down with it. Let's start with the facts. Production of the second-generation TLX ends this month at Honda's Marysville, Ohio facility. Acura cites declining sales as the primary reason, and the numbers tell a brutal story. In the first half of 2025, Acura moved just 3,634 TLX units. To put that in perspective, the TLX peaked in 2015 with over 47,000 sales. That's a decline of over 90% in just a decade. But here's what makes this particularly painful. The TLX wasn't just any sedan. Its lineage traces back to the mid-1990s when Acura launched the TL as a replacement for the Legend. The TL became one of Acura's most successful models, lasting 4 generations before being renamed TLX in 2015. The TLX's death leaves the Integra hatchback as Acura's only non-SUV model. Think about that for a second. A luxury brand that once built its reputation on sporty sedans now has essentially one car in its entire lineup, everything else SUVs. And Acura isn't alone in this exodus from sedans. This is part of a larger massacre happening across the luxury segment. Infiniti killed off the Q50 after 2024, making it an SUV-only brand. Volvo ended production of the S60 earlier this year. Lexus appears to be sending the IS to pasture soon. Even mainstream brands are abandoning sedans left and right. We're witnessing the systematic dismantling of a vehicle category that once represented the heart of the American automotive market. So what's killing this sedan? It's not just one thing, it's a perfect storm of changing consumer preferences, market forces, and automotive industry trends. First, Americans have fallen head over heels for SUVs. Higher driving position, more cargo space, perceived safety, and that commanding road presence. SUVs tick boxes that sedans simply can't. When was the last time you heard someone say, "I really want to sit lower to the ground"? From a manufacturer's perspective, SUVs have higher profit margins. They can charge more for what's essentially the same platform with a taller body. Why would you invest in a sedan that sells 3,600 units when you can build an SUV that moves 30,000? Then there's electrification. When manufacturers are pouring billions into electric vehicle development, they're prioritizing SUVs and crossovers because that's where the market demand is. The TLX is actually being replaced by a new electric SUV called the RSX. Notice they're not making an electric sedan. But here's what breaks my heart about losing sedans like the TLX. These weren't just transportation appliances, they were driver's cars. The TLX Type S, with its 355 horsepower turbo V6, could genuinely compete with German sports sedans at a fraction the price. Sedans offer something SUVs fundamentally can't: a lower center of gravity, better aerodynamics, superior handling dynamics, and often better fuel economy. They're purpose-built for the driving experience, not just hauling stuff. We're trading driving enjoyment for utility, and I'm not sure we're getting a fair deal. So what's next for Acura? Their lineup will consist of the Integra and 4 SUVs, the ADX Subcompact, RDX Compact, MDX Midsize, and ZDX Electric. The upcoming RSX electric SUV will fill the TLX's slot in the lineup, built on Honda's new in-house EV platform. Will we ever see sedans make a comeback? I'm not optimistic. Once a segment dies, it rarely resurrects. Look at wagons, convertibles, or 2-door coupes. They're all shadows of their former selves. If you're one of the few people still interested in a luxury sedan, your options are rapidly disappearing. The BMW 3 Series, Mercedes C-Class, and Audi A4 are still hanging on, but for how long? What do you think? Are we better off in our SUV-dominated world, or are we losing something special with the death of sedans like the TLX? Let me know in the comments below. That's all for today's video. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the automotive industry, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more car news and analysis. Ring the notification bell so you don't miss when we drop our next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.